welcome back to Linda's Pantry. And today I'm going to bring you along for another delicious recipe for a spaghetti squash. And this particular spaghetti squash came out of my garden last fall. I think I've got one more left over there. And if you've never grown them, they're fun to watch grow and they're super easy. That and butternut squash. Okay, so to prep this, all I'm going to do is pierce a hole down in there, and be careful because it is a very hard squash. I don't try to cut this thing in half and roast it. To me, it's easier to put it in the microwave. And for this size, this weighs about 4 pounds. I'm going to put it in there for 10 minutes and check its doneness. And then if I need more time, that's fine. But if you put it in for too long, you'll blow the thing up in your microwave. You don't want to do that. Okay, and then I'm cutting up an onion that I'm going to saute down and really caramelize before I put my other vegetables in with it. I've got a red bell pepper, 4 cloves of garlic, and 3 celery stalks. And that is my trinity today. I don't have a green bell pepper, otherwise I would put that in as well. I like the red color though, it makes it very pretty. And we've got some cheese blend here we're going to use to bind. We've also got my Cajun seasoning blend that I love. You can use any Cajun seasoning you like. And we have this andouille sausage. Now this, I'm not going to pronounce the name of it, but this, I got this at Costco. It's 100% heritage pork breed, no added antibiotics, hormones, vegan fed, and no nitrates, which really is important to me these days. And let me get my burner turned down. I'm doing this in a cast iron skillet. I think you get more flavor and more even heating too. So if you guys like cooking in cast iron, give me a thumbs up and maybe tell me what size your favorite cast iron pan is in the description down below in that comment section. Go down and check the links too, because I'll have a link to that Lodge cast iron that I use if you need to research what kind of cast iron you should have. And like I said, we're going to saute down these vegetables. I've got a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of garlic infused olive oil. So there's going to be plenty of garlic in here. And we're going to serve this alongside a salad. It's going to be delicious. So let's get our spaghetti squash in the microwave, these onions caramelized and the other vegetables sauteed down, and get this ready to put in the casserole dish. Now, these, I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple of these up in coins. And you can freeze this sausage, so don't hesitate to buy the big package. Save you some money. So guys, I'm over at the stove caramelizing my onions, and I just finished 10 minutes in the microwave for the squash, and it is not close. That's a big squash. So I'm going to put it in for another 6 minutes. But before I start the microwave running, I'm just letting you know it takes a good 10 to 15 minutes to caramelize onions. You don't want them brown, so you have to go slow. But when they start getting that just sweet caramely color without it being crispy or dark, you've got it. And it's just about there. So I can add in my other vegetables here. And then we're going to add in the coins of sausage. And that's a fully cooked sausage, and it's smoked. I took a bite of just one of the ends. It's delicious. So I guess that's what I'll be buying from now on, as long as they have it available. So get your other veg in here. And I chopped things up pretty small. I didn't think you needed to see me chop. So if you like the close-ups more than the full view, let me know in the about section or the comment section below. And please go check the links that I've left for you, because my Facebook page is over there. I also have my mailing address, and I truly have appreciated all the cards and letters that I've gotten, and gifts as well. And it just is fun to get a note in the mail every once in a while. So hint, hint, no. Okay. So this is going to be a beautiful color between the yellow of the squash, the red, the green, and the caramelized onions and the meat. It's going to be delicious. Okay, so let's press that button and get that going, and we'll be right back. So I believe our spaghetti squash is ready to shred. It's still hot, but I think I can shred it and let it cool down completely in the bowl now, or your baking dish. like I said, you could do these in individual ramekins as well. Mix it in a large bowl and then divvy it up if you want to. I've done that before as well. But tonight we're going to have it in a big casserole type dish. And then I did decide, even though I'm keeping this low carb, this will still be lower carb than it would be if you used a pasta or a rice. I've got Ritz crackers here, about 10 or 12 of them that I just crushed up in a baggie that I'm going to use as a topping. It'll get nice and crispy, and it'll make this delicious. So we've got our fork here and our squash, and that's what it looks like after you get the seeds out. And you just take your fork in here and just start raking it across like that, and you get this beautiful spaghetti squash. And it is so delicious. All by itself with just salt and pepper. It's wonderful. Little butter sometimes. You don't really need it though. It's very good. And then it's going to go right into our baking dish as we scrape it out, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and get our vegetables and meat incorporated in this once it's cooled down enough. And then we'll bring you back and I'll add the cheese and the spices and the topping, and it's going to be ready to go in the oven. And this is going to go in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. I'm going to cover this lightly with parchment paper so the topping doesn't get too brown too fast. Take it off the last 10 minutes and let it crisp up, and you're good to go. So now that we've got our squash in here, it's all cooled down. It's plenty cool enough to work with, and it makes a lot. I mean, this is probably 5 cups at least, maybe 6 of spaghetti squash. So we're going to go ahead and put our sausage and veg in here, and I'll try to give you a view of that, let you see what that looks like. And go ahead, all the fat and everything can go in here. It's really not that much. It just will well coat the squash and the vegetables. It smells fantastic. So now you just want to mix it. Couldn't be any easier. You're just going to mix this until it's evenly mixed. Now that I've got it mixed as well as I think it needs to be for right now, I'm going to add my Cajun seasoning. And like I said, you can use any Cajun seasoning you like. I just happen to really like this. And I'm going to start with a tablespoon of this and get it mixed in, because this needs to be well seasoned. Squash can be sweet but kind of on the bland side. That's why babies like it so much, because it's not spicy, and you can really make it your own. And then once you think you've got it mixed well enough and you think the spice is all the way through, give it a little bit of a taste test. And on this, you can see by the color whether your squash is getting a good coating or not, because it tends to pick up the paprika and cayenne that's in the Cajun seasoning. Okay, let's give it a taste here. I've got my fork that I shredded my butternut with. And I'm not going to sneak somebody else's sausage. I'm just trying to taste the squash. See if it needs any more. Oh, that is so good. You know what? I don't think it, maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit. Maybe another teaspoon, just a sprinkle over the top, little fairy sprinkles, and get it mixed in. And while I'm mixing that in, I'm going to go ahead and mix in my cheese. And this is about 1.5 cups of cheese. And yep, I could have used a bigger bowl. Could have been a bigger bowl day. But I'll get it worked in. Once you get all the cheese worked in, then we're going to put our topping on. So now that we've got our casserole incorporated, it's time to add in our topping. And you don't have to add this. I just think that this makes it really good. It's buttery, and my husband loves it this way. In fact, if I had not have done this, he'd have been, why didn't you put that on there? Because I usually top it with some Ritz crackers. And you're not getting that much in each serving, so it's okay. Feel free, and spread that out evenly. If there's any big pieces, go ahead and break them up. I've also done this where I've added some pecans to it. Just is so good. So be sure and remember to cover this either lightly with foil or some parchment paper until the last 10 minutes, or these will kind of brown up too fast. So when your casserole is heated through, then go ahead and let it brown up. This is going to the 350-degree oven. So I have my husband's plate all dished up, and we decided against the broccolini and just doing the big kale salad with the blueberries. Fresh blueberries in this kale salad from Costco, or you can make your own. I've done that for you guys. Is delicious. It's got a broccoli slaw, kale, arugula. It's absolutely phenomenal. But this is the star of the show right here. So this is our spaghetti squash, Cajun casserole. So good. I need a piece of Cajun sausage, some andouille sausage, right there. Right there. Okay. Take a bite of this and then I'll let him have the rest of it. And I've got a big plate. I'll give him another spoonful. Who doesn't want a bite of that? I think everyone does. It's hot with that crispy topping. Oh my gosh. It's smoky. Oh, that smoky andouille sausage is delicious. I'm going to tell you, it's one of the best andouille sausages I've ever had. And as long as I can keep getting that, I'm not going to stray from that brand. It's really delicious. The spaghetti squash, which is really the star of this show, is tender, but yet it's bound together. It's not a mushy mess. It's fantastic. A little bit of Cajun. Absolutely phenomenal. I hope that you guys try this. I hope it inspires you to try some inspired recipe, like this was an inspired Cajun recipe for me. I hope it inspires you to try something new that's outside the box you might be in, and come back next time. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe and hit that thumbs up. And we'll see you next time on another delicious recipe and or canning video. You never know. It might be a furniture restoration. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.